For the record, that is not me condoning incest in real life. But in fiction, whatever. Hi, Paulton watchers, and let's get to it, to me rapping. Whoa, rapping? Let's not do that. I say a lot of embarrassing stuff already on the internet. Let's not do that. I meant to say yapping. Yapping about all my favorite books. The books that I give them 5 stars to. So let's do that. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I think, of course, Paulton is here, always representing, always. I think how I'm gonna, full disclosure, some of the books that I have here, I'm a little iffy about because I gave these books 5 stars a long time ago, and they were my all-time favorite at the time. So I don't know if that's still true today. So I do need to reread some of these, but I'm still gonna mention them because when I do think of like my all-time favorites, these are the books that come to mind, even if it's been years if I read them, so they're still here. So now, anyway, you know, some people say that Harry Potter got them into reading. Some people say that ACOTAR got them into reading. All good things, all noble goals. Anyway, for me, it was a Wattpad fanfiction, One Direction, the After series by Anna Todd. Okay, so listen, this is garbage, pure garbage. But you know what? I've learned something. I like trash. I like garbage. I like messiness. So that's probably why I loved it so much, which, you know, 5 years ago, which is crazy. I read this 5 years ago. I was 15. Boy, what a good time. You know, 2020. That was a good time. For me, personally, I thrived. I loved it. Being quarantined, not socializing, and if my teacher said something I didn't like, mute. Somebody I didn't like, mute. Oh, good times. Good times. For me, personally. It was an introvert's dream. Anyway, let's move on. I read this. Okay, yes, I read this series. I actually have all the books with me. Hold on. So here's number 1. Here's number 3. Here's number 2. And here is number 4. Okay, so honestly, oh my god, okay. I mean, I don't know. What can I tell you guys? Okay, this was originally a One Direction fanfic, but the names are Hardin and Tessa, but on Wattpad it's Harry. Anyway, it's a college romance. There's the cheating trope. It's messy as hell. Toxicity. They break up a lot. They fight. They argue. They do the naked twister a lot. I don't know what to tell you, you know. He's morally gray. I guess she kind of is too, but not everybody likes her. But honestly, I saw a lot of myself in Tessa. So I guess if you didn't like her, then you wouldn't like me. But then again, you know what? This was also 5 years ago, so I wonder if I were to read this today, if I would still say that. But either way, I don't know. I don't have much to say because I feel like you already know. And if you don't, it's probably not worth knowing because I don't think I would recommend this. I don't know who I would recommend this to. Only a select few would actually like this. I loved it though. You know, the After series has a very special place in my heart because this was 5 years ago. I read this and I've been reading ever since. So I will say it's garbage, but it's garbage that I actually enjoyed very much. And I love this series, and I have really good memories of reading this series. You know, it was 2020 in the summer, so it was, this July would make it 5 years. Anyway, so I have fond memories, and I've been reading ever since I picked up this book. So that's, yeah, what more can I say? Although I guess if you do like messiness and toxicity and garbage in your literature, then maybe give it a read. They will frustrate you to no end. And if you walk away from this video and actually decide to give it a read and you hate it, that is not my fault. I don't take any blame for that. Anyway, okay. Now, here's where, okay. Now, this is another book from Wattpad. I'm honestly, I hate covers like this. I hate people covers, but I especially hate people covers where they aren't decent. The woman is in a, she's wearing her bra, but I don't think I can show you that on YouTube. So like, there you go. That's, yeah. I'm not gonna keep holding this book up. It's called Care by A. Mary. It's another book on Wattpad. Honestly, I don't know if this is still one of my all-time favorites because it's been so long because I've read it. I have reread it before, but just know, like, 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when I read it, I absolutely loved it. I love Adric and Evelina, and it's a mafia romance. It's dark romance mafia. She's his caretaker. She understands him better than anyone else does. Yeah, I can't say this much. I can't say too much about it because, again, it's been a while since I've read it. And honestly, I should reread it hopefully soon. So, like, I can hopefully say that I still love it. Although I will say, though, the last time I reread it, I do remember being like, oh yeah, this is why I love this book so much. So maybe if I reread it again, I'll be like, oh yes, this is why I love this book so much. Either way, I can't say too much about it because it's been a long time. But I have so much love for this, even though everything I just said. But hey, contradicting over here is what I do. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and the MMC has autism. He's on the spectrum. He has Asperger's, I believe. Just throwing that out there. This is something else that makes this book unique because there's not a lot of romance books that have main characters that are on the spectrum. So this is something that does make the story unique, and I loved it. It was just, it was so interesting to read, and I loved it. I had such a good time reading it. Anyway, moving on. Okay. I also have to reread this, but anyway. Dead of Spring by Colette Rhodes. I love this book so much. Oh my gosh. You see, it's not that long. It's, how many pages is this? 200 something? Yeah, 279. I have to reread this soon. I love this book so much. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling. And listen. I am always down to read a Hades and Persephone retelling. I haven't found another one that I really like since reading this one. For those of you who don't know, Hades and Persephone are actually my favorite Greek deities in real life. I think their story, I love Greek mythology in general, and yeah, they're my favorites. And so I love this story so much. It's set in their time, so it's not like a modern retelling. And if you know the story of Hades and Persephone, then I don't really need to explain it. Okay? I feel like everybody knows, at least, well, okay, no, not everybody, but you know, Hades, the god of the underworld, Persephone, the goddess of spring. He sees her one day, decides to kidnap her, you know, the regular thing, and then he forces her to be with him. And you know, we got the incest thing going on because that's what the Greek gods do. You know, he's her uncle, but hey, whatever. Damon and Renee are also uncle and niece, whatever. That is not, for the record, that is not me condoning incest in real life. But in fiction, whatever. Anyway, Dead of Spring. I love it so much. It's so good. I have to reread it. Okay. The Tragedy of Felix and Jake. This is my... Sadly, I have to tell you that this is my last 5-star as of yet. I read this book back in January, and now it's June, and this is the only 5-star that I have so far from this year. Sad, but yes, I love this book so much. I still think about these men every single day. I love it so much. You got Grumpy Sunshine, friends to lovers. They're both addicts. It's a sponsee relationship. You know, there's banter, there's laughter, there's some emotional moments in this book. It's such a good time. It's a little bit of a roller coaster, and it's so good. And I love this book. It gave me the feels, and it's an romance. And as of right now, it's my #1 romance. I love this book dearly. I love them so much. I highly recommend this book. I would recommend it to anybody who's looking for a feel-good romance book, anybody who's looking for an book who hasn't read this yet. You know, it's such a good time. While we are still on contemporary romance, Love in Other Words. Oh my god. Okay. Listen well, listen good. Okay, listen here. Love in Other Words is one of my all-time favorites. This is just my regular copy. I have 2 other copies of the same book, but one's a special edition and the other's a deluxe edition. I just grabbed the first one that I saw, and this was it. Okay, listen. Ooh. Childhood friends to lovers, second chance romance, past and present timeline. I love it so much. You know, there's for the most part, it's a feel good. It's a warm vibe. But then the ending was a little sad because things that got revealed in the past. It's a happy ending. They end up together, to be clear. But I do remember I did cry. You know, the ending was a little painful. But again, they end up together. Listen, I love this book. I will never stop talking about it. I've talked about it so much. Probably more on TikTok, but I've talked about this book so much. I highly recommend it. It's so good. I mean, come on, okay? Please. Also, this book proves that I have a soft side, because how can I go from reading Haunting Adeline and loving that to reading this? So now, of course, since I'm making this video, I feel like if you've been following me for a while, then you are to expect the books I'm about to mention. I have all of them here with me. The Predator, the Reaper, the Emperor, the Finisher, the Annihilator, and the Syndicator, in that order. Okay, now let me make something clear. In general, this entire series is 5 stars. It's an all-time favorite series, but not all the books are 5 stars. I just wanted to show them all to acknowledge that in general they are a 5-star. It's a 5-star series, but not all of them are 5 stars. So the Syndicator, despite its problems, is 4 stars. The Emperor, 4 stars. The Reaper, 4 stars. The Predator, either a 3.5 or it's a 4-star. But the Annihilator and the Finisher are 5 stars. And I feel like it's so interesting to me because for me, what I noticed in this fandom, most people favor the Predator and the Reaper most, and then the second would be the Emperor. And I feel like my poor Zephyr and Alpha and the couple in this book, I feel like they're not as favored as the other 2 couples. Not to say that I am not the only one who loves these couples. I know I'm not. But the first 2 couples, Tristan and Morena and Dante and Amara, I have noticed they do get a little bit more love. than these two couples, but I digress. It's a tragedy, but I love them all. Okay. Curvy FMC, Second Chance Romance, MMC Has Amnesia, Marriage of Convenience, Grumpy Sunshine, I love it so much. Mental Health Rep, because the FMC does struggle with her mental health. Dark Romance. This book is so good. I love it. I have such a... Ooh. I just... Listen, I love all the books in this series, but this is number 1. This is number 2, but they're all 5 stars. But there's just... I can't explain what this book makes me feel every time I read it. Like, yes, it's a good feeling, but I just have so much enjoyment when I read this book. In general, when I read the series, but especially when I read this book. It's so good, okay? And now The Annihilator. I can't talk too much about this one because talking about this is gonna, if I get too much into it, the spoilers, I have to be really careful. But again, another 5 star. How I love this couple so much. It's painful. I will say, out of all the books, this is the heaviest one. It's the darkest one in this series, but don't let that deter you. Just look at your trigger warnings. Oh, by the way, you do have to read this series in order, so you do have to start with book 1. You cannot read out of order. But I would say this is the 5th book. Yes, this is the 5th book. And if you read all the other books prior to this, then I would say that you're locked in. But anyway, I love this couple very much as well. Okay. Now, last but certainly not least. Now this book, I feel like I do not see anybody talking about it. And honestly, I need to talk about it more because I don't see a lot of other people talking about it. And hopefully if I talk about it more, other people will, because I'm famous. Fucking clearly. Okay, Contempt by A. Zavarelli. I cannot even explain, like, all the books that I just mentioned. Yes, I love them all dearly. All 5 stars. This is like, I guess, God tier. I don't really understand what people mean when they say that, but I guess I'll say it. God tier, all-time favorites, whatever. They're elite. But I would have to say, oh my god, it's very hard. If I had to pick from my God tier, there's only... Okay. I can't even explain what this book, the feeling that it gave me. Like, yes, I couldn't put it down. And yes, I got consumed by it, but it's a deeper feeling than that. And thinking about it kind of is making me emotional. I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes when I'm talking about these books, I get a little emotional. This is the first time I'm acknowledging it, but that shows you. Like, I really do love these books. I can't explain it. It's a rare feeling. I don't experience this feeling often with my books. Like, yes, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it because I don't come across a lot of 5 stars, even 4 stars. I come across a lot of 3 stars, but even not all my 5 stars are the same. Like, Love and Other Words and The Tragedy of Felix and Jake. These are both 5 stars. I love them so dearly. But if I had to choose, I would choose Love and Other Words, again, I love this book so much. But not all my 5 stars are the same. But I can't explain what this book gave me. Like, this feeling. Like, it runs deeper. Like, I loved it. Like, immediately I got consumed from the first page. I couldn't put it down. I became obsessed and I binged it. I think this is, as you can see, it's a thick book. By the way, I did not read this by hardcover. I read it on Kindle Unlimited and then I bought it. This is, how many pages is this? This is over 500 pages, and I believe, okay, I read this 2 years ago. I believe I read this in like 24 to 48 hours, around there. I'm gonna give myself that time range. So clearly, as you can see, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it wasn't just that, like, it was also the after series too, which is crazy. But yes, the after series too, it's the same thing. Like, I became obsessed from the first page. I couldn't put it down. I became obsessed. I got consumed. But the feeling runs deeper. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it's something else that I can't pinpoint, but it's something that this series and this book, completely different by the way, but I'm rambling, but you need to understand the depth of my feelings. And I need to reread this, okay? I actually already have. As immediately, once I finished it the first time, my withdrawals were so bad and I missed these characters so much that I immediately reread it afterwards. Like, I'm not joking. Anyway, going back to this is a dark romance, second chance romance, amnesia, military, the embassies in the military, rock star, the angst. There's so much angst in this book. There's so much pain. They're messy, okay? They are messy. There's the cheating trope, not on each other. They're like friends to lovers to enemies and all this. Second chance, I think I said that. Second chance romance, past and present timeline. This book is so painful. But it's so good. Like, I could not put this down. I got so consumed, and I cried. I loved it. I had such a good time, and oh boy, bad boy, good girl trope, another one. It's so good. Like, I cannot explain. Yeah, I had a really good time with this book. It's so good. Anyway, okay, reminiscing about all my books has clearly made me emotional, but that's really all I have to say. I said it all. These are all the books as of right now that are my favorites, God tier. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please find a new book to read from this video, and hopefully you and I can share a favorite book after this if we don't already. And please tell me your favorite book as well. And again, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Paulton loves you. And